大家好，啱啱完成咗我人生第4次嘅香港內觀靜坐中心10日課程。今次我終於有一種原來係咁嘅豁然開朗。由2018年第一次接觸到2025年今日，兜兜轉轉6年光陰，我先真正明白同埋摸索到內觀精髓。我好想同你哋分享呢一段嘥咗時間，但又無比珍貴嘅領悟旅程，特別係想幫新手朋友避開我嘅冤枉路，快啲踏上修行正軌。咁當然咧，如果你係打坐高手或者內觀救身咧，可能會覺得好唔認同啦，甚至覺得我滿身都係習性反應 Sankhara， 知道明白嘅。但係如果你係準備參加內觀嘅朋友，我希望呢段分享可以成為你修行路上嘅一啲小燈。不過要聲明啦，呢啲體會未必係內觀中心嘅官方或最終答案，純粹係我個人嘅理解。喺我第4次嘅打坐中，我體會到內觀修行嘅關鍵，在於點樣成為你自己嘅心嘅主人。因為你嘅內心有一種比你更了解你自己嘅力量，或者叫佢做對手都得，佢就係你無始以嚟積累嘅深層習性反應 Sankhara。佢知道你所有嘅弱點、恐懼、執着，而且會用盡方法喺你打坐時出手咧，目的只有一個，令你放棄修行。佢嘅攻擊係有層次嘅，第一層就係身體嘅反應。咁首先會令你覺得周身唔自在，腳痹到針吉嘅，膊頭好似擔嘅1000斤重，條腰酸軟無力，甚至會覺得全身忽冷忽熱。呢啲強烈嘅身體感受就係佢嘅第一招，目的係要你坐立不安，心思思想起身。第二層尷尬嘅生理反應，當你好唔容易頂住嘅痛楚，佢會轉移戰線，觸發你嘅生理反應，突然間喉嚨痕、狂咳啦，不斷打乞嗤啦，流鼻水啦，甚至控制唔到不斷放屁啦，打思噎，搞到你好尷尬，好想立即離開法堂。呢啲都係 Sankhara 製造嘅噪音，動搖你嘅定力同信心。第三層迷惘嘅學習障礙嘅內觀嘅課程，你可能會因為跟唔上練習嘅進度，覺得迷惘，唔知自己喺度做咩，甚至懷疑內觀唔適合自己。有冇同學可能覺得內觀好似過於 OH， 唔似佢哋期待喺 New Age 學習，於是萌生放棄課程嘅念頭？第四層心魔嘅終極幻象，當你深入打坐，心魔會顯化終極幻象，佢好似讀透你嘅內心，將最深刻嘅記憶，無論係今世嘅感動、傷痛、內疚、憤怒，定係你深信嘅前世片段，化為逼真情景。你可能會見到光影、佛像、天使，甚至聽到怪聲，或者突然被洶湧嘅情緒淹沒。例如無故狂喜、悲傷到喊、恐懼或者憤怒。更微妙嘅係假開悟，好似突然咁通咗某段因果，執着於如是因如是果嘅念頭。呢啲都係習性反應 Sankhara 嘅顯現，會引誘你偏離內觀當下覺知嘅把戲。嚴重嘅時候，你可能覺得太痛苦或者迷失，甚至想放棄課程。呢個時候佢就成功做咗你心嘅主人。心經開首4句，正正係破解內觀嘅精髓。觀自在菩薩行深般若波羅蜜多時，照見五蘊皆空，度一切苦厄。呢度講嘅般若波羅蜜多，正正就係內觀嘅智慧。觀世音菩薩點樣超越苦難，就係喺最深層嘅內觀中，洞悉到構成我哋身心嘅五蘊，識每身體受感受、想認知、行為、識心識，本質都係空性、無常、無我，即係話所有痛苦嘅根源都係我哋對呢啲不斷變化嘅現象，包括身體感受、情緒、念頭產生嘅執着同埋抗拒。葛印卡老師響第5晚開示，分享咗佛陀第一次收集內觀之後嘅深刻證悟。佛陀喺亞卡月 V 石啟滿月之夜，坐喺菩提樹下，透過深入觀察內在真相，喺徹底洞察到痛苦嘅根源。佢發現人生一切痛苦咧，都係源於我哋內心嘅習性反應 Sankhara 同貪愛及憎恨。 呢啲習性嘅，使我哋不斷咁生死輪迴之中打滾。佛陀回顧無數前世，見到每一生都係不斷跑，衝向死亡，冇休止，冇真正得着，充滿痛苦。無論喺人間定係天界，都無法幸免。係啦，佛陀咧終於睇透輪迴嘅本質，發出感嘆：哦，屋嘅建造者，我終於見到你啦！你再冇辦法為我建屋啦。呢個屋咧就係每一世嘅新生，而建造者正正係我哋內心嘅習性反應，貪愛及憎恨。佛陀透過內觀修行，徹底摧毀晒呢啲可以起屋嘅建築材料，即係完全清除晒導致輪迴嘅習性反應，貪愛及憎恨，達到心念完全清淨、毫無雜質嘅解脫境界。蓋印卡老師指出，佛陀達到咗呢個解脫境界，係任何人都可以達到嘅，但係關鍵係要自己親身努力。解脫唔係靠祈禱或者奇蹟，而係要運用內觀技巧，深入內心，如實觀察身體嘅感覺 sensations， 並係感覺喺層面上去斷絕貪愛同憎恨嘅習性反應。佛陀最偉大嘅發現啦，就係明白到痛苦其實根源於感覺，而保持平等心 equanimity 就係解脫嘅關鍵啊！喺10日課程裏邊，大家將會學到點樣改變內心嘅習性模式，一步一步清除心入邊嘅雜質。
This was the enlightenment of this person. He found out the real cause of misery and he found out how to get rid of this real cause at the deepest level. The first words, when he became fully enlightened, the first words of Buddha are so wonderful. Every word of Buddha is very wonderful, but the first words, what were the first words of Buddha when he became enlightened? These stanzas also you will be listening every day, at least 3 times a day. Anek jati sansarang sandhavi sangyanim bisang gakar kangave santu dukkha jati punapuna gakarak dittosi punge hangnekasi sabate pasuka bhagga gakutang visankitang visankargatang chittang tanehanang khayamajjaga aneka jati sansarang. Now that was the night, full moon night of the month of Vaishakha, when he was sitting under the tree, observing the truth inside. As one goes deeper and deeper, purifies the mind, certain faculties of the mind increase. One faculty is the memory of the past. By the time he had passed the midnight, this faculty arose. He started seeing his past, not only this life, but the past life, second past life, 10th past life. And like that kept on looking at his past, countless lives. And then he says, Aneka jati sansarang. In this flow of the world, I have taken so many times birth after birth. Oh, so many lives, countless. Anek means countless, not just one, countless. Aneka jati sansarang sandhavisang. And every time I have taken birth, I kept on running, anibbisang, incessantly, without stopping. Everyone who takes birth keeps on running towards the death. As soon as you take birth, you start running towards the death. You can't wait even for a second, let me wait now, I don't go towards death. You can't wait. You have to keep on running incessantly towards the death without attaining anything, without achieving anything. And then in some of the lives he found, some wise people told him that all this circle of birth and death and misery, you can come out of this, provided you can witness the Creator, the great Creator. So, many lives, he kept on searching this Creator. Who is the Creator? Gahkarakangave santo, the Creator of this house. What house? Every time one dies, another house is ready. Every time one dies, another house is ready. Gahkarakangave santo, in search of the Creator of the house, dukkha jati punapuna. Again and again I kept on getting birth, full of misery, full of misery. In this plane or that plane, everywhere misery is there. Even at the highest planes, celestial planes or Brahmanic planes, the misery of the old age and the misery of death is there. You are not totally out of misery. Gahkarak dithosi, O builder of the house, now you are seen. I have seen you. Gahkarak dithosi punage hangane kahasi. You can't build any house for me anymore. You can't build. How can somebody build a house for you? They must be building materials for that. Some timber or steel or cement or mortar. I have destroyed everything. Gahkaraka dithosi punage hangane kahasi sabbate phasuka bhagga gahkutangavi sankhitang. I have destroyed all the building materials. You can't make a building for me. What are the building materials? Vi sankharagatang chittang. My mind is now free from all the sankharas. The sankharas which are responsible for a new birth are totally eradicated. Vi sankharagatang chittang tanahanang khayamajjaga. And the craving is rooted out. There is no trace of craving left. So no more new sankharas. Old sankharas are all eradicated and I can't generate new sankhara now. That is the stage of full liberation. And anyone and everyone can reach that stage, but one has to work. One has to work. Not just by craving and not just by craving, not that some miracle will happen and one will get liberated. One has to work. Each individual has to work. And work very seriously. These 10 days you will get a technique how to work. How to go to the depth of the mind, where you keep on generating sankhara day and night. Day and night there is a sankhara of craving, aversion, craving, aversion. How to change this habit pattern unless you start feeling sensations. There were many meditation techniques at the time of Buddha, before Buddha and after Buddha, but this was the contribution of Buddha, the discovery of Buddha that you cannot come out of your misery. The whole process of misery will remain unless you reach the stage where sankhara is being generated, where craving is being generated, and that is generated at the level of the sensations. You call it vipassana, you call it by any name. Any meditation which works with the body sensations and teaches us to remain equanimous with the body sensation is a meditation of liberation. Fortunately, one is very fortunate to come in contact with a meditation technique like that. And one is very fortunate, one gets inspiration to work on it, to walk on the path. Of course, it's a long path, however long it may be. The longest path, 10,000 miles long, starts with the first step. You have started taking the first step. Those who are not taking even the first step on the right path, we cannot expect these persons to reach the final goal. Those who have taken first step, there is every possibility of taking the second step, the third step, and step by step, one is bound to reach the final goal.
新手朋友，記住，當你打坐嘅時候，遇到上面講嘅任何挑戰，無論係劇痛尷尬定係心亂如麻，請你深呼吸，提醒自己，呢啲全部係習性反應 Sankhara 嘅把戲。我嘅任務只有一個，保持覺知，保持平等心，觀察一切感受嘅自然生滅。堅持落去，你嘅努力唔會白費。呢個淨化嘅過程正係解脫嘅開始。喺下一條片，我會詳細分享點樣準備人生第一次內觀10日課程，由物資準備到心態調整，幫你更順利嘅踏上呢趟轉化之旅。記住訂閱頻道同佢嘅鐘仔，唔好錯過。有經歷嘅朋友亦歡迎留言分享你嘅故事同疑問，大家一齊努力。如果你中意呢條片，記得俾個讚，分享俾你嘅朋友，同埋記得訂閱我嘅頻道。多謝大家支持。